So since compared to last semester and this semester, SUNY Old Westbury added a lot of students to their college university. So that equals to more spots being taken in the parking lots. So this semester has been a little crazy because trying to find a spot is even harder than ever because there's so many students. I went to Nassau a few years ago and they actually had parking lots around the campus. So when they had, since they had parking spots around the campus, there was always parking spots to find throughout the day. With Old Westbury, there's only 3 main areas for parking, so it's even harder to find because of how many students there are. It affects me deeply because when I want to get to class on time or my internship on time, it's tough when I leave at a good time. I don't even want to leave even earlier, but when I get to school, I just want to find a spot, and it's even harder to find a spot. I usually have to park in the back because that's where, all the way in the back of each parking lot, because there's usually no spot. I think the new lot would help the students and faculty around SUNY Old Westbury because more added parking will make parking easier for everybody. So the worst experience I had was I was driving looking for a spot, and I actually had a random guy, didn't even know him, never met him, never saw him. He comes up to my car and says, "Are you looking for a spot?" I then replied with my sunglasses on and everything. I said, "Yes, I am." And we went through the parking lot to find his car because I wanted to find a spot. I didn't want to be late to class. I have OCD, so being late to class, it's a terrible thing. So I was like, you know what? I have no choice. Let me just do it.
Well, this past year has been really difficult due to the fact there's a lot more students being enrolled at SUNY Old Westbury. Well, I say this semester has gotten worse because I feel like there's twice as more students as there was last semester. And it's getting very hard to get to class on time due to the fact that as soon as it's 9 o'clock, it's like everybody comes rushing in. Compared to other campuses like Nassau's campus is bigger and has more parking spaces and allows more people to get to class on time and having a very flexible time to get to class and not worry about parking. Compared to here, it's like you gotta at least get out your house like 2 hours before, an hour and a half. This semester, I have a lot more latenesses than before, ever since I've been enrolled here. So getting to class has been really a big issue for me, especially with my 9 a.m. And it's very hard to find at least a decent parking spot, especially at the campus center, compared to other parking lots. So I have experienced all the lots being closed. I couldn't find a parking spot in any of the parking lots. All the parking lots were closed, and so I was about an hour late to class.